Hey again, y'all. Back here in the Dutchmen. Just had all my wisdom teeth pulled yesterday, so excuse me if my speech is a little different or my face looks a little more swollen. It also is a little painful to drink coffee, but I'm doing it anyway because I need that. Anyhow, as promised, back in here for a post-interior renovation tour. I think we're about like 90% through, I'd say. So let's just get into it. Well, first off, we started priming and painting everything. Did 2 coats of primer, 2 coats of paint. Chose this nice kind of, I don't really know how to describe it, a good green. I'm terrible at describing colors. This is something I've learned about myself very recently. Anyhow, it's nice green and turned out really well. There's probably still a couple touch-up spots to do. Took like a Sunday and maybe a Monday, Tuesday evening to totally go through. For hardware, we went with like an antique bronze finish, which I really like. It looks great with the green. Definitely suits the vibe we were going for. Did all new handles, new hinges which match, and are spring loaded, so that helps keeps things shut. Also did a magnetic locker inside the cabinets, so hopefully between the spring loaded hinges and the magnets, it'll keep everything closed and secure during travel. Also refinished the countertops with a kind of granite marble, not super sure, also not great with rocks, but a very nice, contact paper topping. It looks really good, especially with the paint and the hardware. Definitely kind of brings in I'll call it modern vintage, a good combination of the two. Left all the gold trim because we really liked that. We were also kind of on the fence about replacing all the light brown, like plastic corner trim, T-molding. Didn't like it at first, but since we painted and did all the hardware, it actually kind of matches pretty well, so I think we're gonna leave all that. Also threw in a bottle opener. Gotta have a bottle opener in the camper. I think it was like $5 at Lowe's. It was cast iron, but I just took some gold spray paint and did a very light coating from some distance, so it more speckled it to keep a little bit of that cast iron look and make it match the rest of the hardware pretty well. We were contemplating redoing these Dinettes, but we're gonna save that for later. We're just gonna use them how they are for now. They're clean, they're not too bad. None of the contact paper we looked at really would have done these tables very good. And you know, we like them. They actually still match pretty well with the countertops and the colors and everything, so they're gonna stay. As for the other dinette table, I replaced the single post leg that I mentioned in the previous video with a set of folding legs like are under this one, and it is way more sturdy, easier to move around, and with those we can actually bring it outside if we need more space out there for some reason. I prefer to keep that dinette open anyway. Just feels much more open in here, easier to move around, easier to just hang out and chill in. I can really only see us having that in here under 2 conditions. One, if we have other people in here and we're playing cards or something, or 2, if we actually need to convert that to the bed. Obviously we need the table to do that, so all good there. Otherwise, did new flooring in here. We didn't do peel and stick. We did peel and stick in the truck camper and it just didn't stick too well. I probably could have done some better prep, but either way, didn't like it. Wanted some more heavy duty, semi-permanent stuff in here. So we went with tongue and groove. It was on sale, wasn't exactly the color we had planned out, but I think it looks fantastic. So almost done with the trim for that in here, and then flooring's done. I think we're gonna do some new curtains as well, because they aren't bad, but they're a little dated and one is just thrashed. We started doing some mold and mildew cleanup. The spots aren't going anywhere. I learned that, at least with the mold and mildew cleaner we have. So if you have one that will remove the spots, I'd love to hear about it. Please leave me a comment below, because they're bugging me. Either way, a good wipe down kind of helps us ensure it's at least clean in here and it's all dead and, you know, as clean as we can get it. So that's what we're working on now. We are also working on getting some fitted sheet options together for the beds. We already found one for the smaller mattress. It happens to just be a futon cover from Amazon, which fits really well, I will say, and it looks good. It's clean, it's easily removable if we do need to wash it. You know, the upholstery in here is 30 years old, so it's worth just throwing a cover on. I don't think we're gonna redo much of the upholstery. At least this, it's all in really good shape. It doesn't stink, it's great. So we're just gonna leave that for now. Still working on finding a fitted sheet for the bigger side that matches the seller from Amazon. We thought had a size of this same style that would fit that one, but it's just a funky size mattress. So we're working on finding a match for that. Outside of that, we're still gonna figure out something to do with the door of the fridge, just to kind of bring it all together. Might do some chalkboard paint or just sticker slap the hell out of it. I'm not really sure yet, but we'll figure that out. And it is actually just sprinkling today, so that tells me we are really entering fall up here in Washington. Super stoked about it. It's our favorite season, but we're not gonna be doing much. Baby's coming in 3 days, or at least we're getting induced in 3 days, so only a little bit of time left with ourselves, but couldn't be more excited for her to show up. Anyway, with that, I think when I get some dry weather, I'm gonna collapse everything down and continue winterizing it, resealing everything, cleaning it up, and make sure we're ready to go for winter. Also, if any of you have recommendations on covers, some breathable fitted covers for a pop-up camper, please let me know below, because that's part of the plan too. Otherwise, I think that's all. So thank you for tuning in and hanging out with me with my swollen face, and stay tuned for more. Might be a little while since we're gonna be very busy here pretty soon, but it's all good. I'll be back. So hope you all have a good day, and thanks again for watching. See you later.